everyone, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. So this art hack is going to help you be able to know which marker is what color. I've had a lot of you guys requesting like marker tutorials, and I've never done any marker like art before because they're kind of expensive to get some nice markers. So I have been collecting this brand of marker, which is called the Spectrum Noir, and I have about 5 different sets. So they come in these packs here. I took the markers out, but they fit in here. And so they come in a set of 6 markers. And so, let's see here. So here's my chart here of some of the different sets they have. These aren't even all of them. So I have the Essentials, and I have the Cool Grays, I think. Yeah, I have the Cool Grays. And then I had the greens, the browns, the turquoise, and the reds. I wanted to pick up another pack because they're 50% off at Joann Fabrics, which makes, normally they're $14.99, so makes them about 7 Blasey Bluesies, which is pretty nice. It's a little over $1 a marker, which is affordable. So I wanted to get another set, and I should have probably bought in both of them. And then they had this pale hues set, but I only had enough money to buy one. I mean, technically I could have dug into my savings and bought the other set. It was only $7 some, but whatever. But I went ahead and got this pale hue set because it has pinks and kind of a flesh tone and then some different yellows. And I think buying this set here, I won't have to buy this yellow set right away. I think I kind of mix and blend the colors together to get any of these kind of colors that I need. So the only other one that I really need to get is the blues set. I thought the turquoise set would work, but they're not. I mean, it's turquoise. So I need to get this blue set, and then I'd like to get this purple and pinks set eventually. So I've got these markers here, and they're really cool. I've shown them on a couple of my videos, but they come with a chiseled edge right here on this side, and this end here is just a little bullet nib. I've heard you can order a brush nib, which I might end up doing after I wear these nibs out. Okay, so the bad thing about this is once we use up a marker, you can't just buy them individually. So once I use this one up, I can't go out and rebuy just this. I have to buy the whole set if I want a new marker. And that was one of the reasons I didn't want to buy these markers, because I was like, I don't want to have to buy a whole set just to get one marker. Like if I use the flesh tone a lot, and I wear this out, I don't want to have to rebuy all of these. But you can buy refills for these. So you buy it, it's a little bottle, and you just squeeze the marker juice in there and it liquefies everything up. And you can also buy replacement nibs. So once you buy this actual marker, all you have to do is buy replacements for it, and then it just keeps working beautifully. So I thought, okay, well, since that is that, I can go ahead and I can justify going ahead and buying these. So one thing I learned really quickly is the colors on the cap, though similar, aren't always exactly the color that they are. And I find that actually true not just in these markers, but in a lot of markers in general. The cap's not always spot on to the color that's in the actual marker. And because I have a lot of markers, you know, you're looking for that one perfect shade. How do you find it? And so I think this art hack would work not just with these markers, but with any markers. Even if you have, you know, Crayola markers, and you know that pink just isn't the same pink as the cap. So let me show you on this paper here. So this one here, to me, kind of looks kind of like a very grayish yellow. I don't know if that's what color is picking up on the screen, but if I look at it, I would say it was kind of very grayish yellow. And when I use it here, it's kind of like this tan color. So if you put those together, in real life this looks a little bit more yellow, so I wouldn't have pegged that for that color. Here's like their flesh tone. Which is a nice flesh tone, but this is much darker than what is on this cap. Here it looks like a nice little pink. And it is a nice pink, yep. But again, a little bit darker. Here's another one that looks pinkish, but definitely not pink. So this one here looks like this shade of pink here, but really is this kind of a lighter tan. So let's find this yellow here. So this one looks like it might be the yellow. And this one is really tan. So these are the shades here. Even if you look at this card here, these do not look like these cards. I was thinking this would be a little bit more yellow, and it's a lot of the tans, a lot more flesh tones, which I still like, but it's not what you see here. So this is my huge stack of markers. So as I'm looking at these markers, it might be hard to find just that right shade because you'll see a lot of these look really similar. So this is one of the art hacks that I did, is I went ahead and actually went online and found this color chart from Spectrum that I was able to print out. But you could easily make one for yourself and just make some boxes so that you have a little chart that you can look and see the shades of the colors and go, oh, okay, I like that red right there. That one isn't quite the shade, that's too orange, let's go with this one. Or these kind of greens down here, let's pick the right one that we want. So with this one, if you look on the end of the cap, it tells you the number, so that's TN2. So TN is tan, and this is number 2, so it's going to go in this box here. So TN2 right there, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this box in. And then I can look and find that shade, and then I'll know what number it is, and I can then find this marker here. But what if your markers don't have numbers on them? If you're using like Crayola markers, they aren't numbered, they aren't listed, what can you do? And I actually do both of these with these markers because as they're laying down, you know, still it's hard to see the color, and I don't want to have to read the caps all the time. So what I do is I cut out 6 little strips of paper here. So I'm going to take one of these strips and lay it down. And I'll take the marker and I'm going to cover this strip. Okay, so there's the card that has the color on that. Alright, so once I have my card colored and it's dry, you want to make sure it dries really well first. I'm going to take a piece of tape. I don't have any like little pieces of tape, so I'm just going to use my packing tape and just cut off a little section of it. And just as long as the tape overlaps the whole card, you're fine. So I'm going to put the tape in over the card, and then I wrap that around the cap of the pin. And there we go. So now as I'm looking through all my markers, if I just can see the caps, I can pull the cap out and just double check to make sure that's really the color that I want. So I can either look at my color chart or I can just look at this. Also, it's really hard to see which end is the chisels and which is the bullet end, because you have to kind of just see this little kind of engraved mark there. So I always put the color things over the chiseled end, just so I kind of know they're all on the same side, they're all going to be this one. And again, you just want to make sure that your tape overlaps the whole thing so it really gets a nice seal, otherwise probably your paper will peel off really quickly if you don't have it all the way sealed. So yeah, definitely if you have markers that maybe the caps aren't the true color and you're like, oh, what was that shade? You know, I know it's pink, but what shade of pink? Try this art hack out, see if it works. Let me know if you try it and if you like it. Also, if you have any art hacks that you use, let me know in the comment section. And who knows, I might feature that art hack in one of my upcoming videos. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.